Hey there, Michael Church with crawlspaceninja.com, and today I want to talk to you about, is indoor air pollution slowly killing you, and what can you do to protect your personal breathing space? So stay tuned. Okay, a lot of people don't give too much thought to how much air they actually breathe every day. Did you know that you breathe in about 400 cubic feet of air per day? And if you don't have proper filtration and purification installed in your home or your office, then you are actually exposing your lungs to everything that's out there in the environment. And for a lot of people, that may not seem like a big deal, but for children and the elderly and those who have compromised immune systems, it is a huge deal. As a matter of fact, the EPA has said that indoor air pollution is 5 to up to 100 times worse than outdoor air quality. And nobody ever talks about indoor air quality. It seems like the political aspects and all these people that are trying to get funding is all about outdoor air, when we spend 90% and sometimes 98% of our time inside. So if you're inside all the time, like most people are, you're working in an office, you jump in your car, you travel to the store, then you go home, and you're spending 90% of your time inside, then what are you doing about the air that is in your personal breathing space? So let me go over a couple of quick statistics with you, and then I'm going to share something that you may not have ever heard of that may actually improve your air quality. Okay, so if you're like me and you have small children, did you know that they breathe twice to your one breath? And their little bodies, not only are they breathing more often, but they're taking in more pollution per the size of their body, which is why they tend to be a lot more affected by indoor air quality. My youngest son has really bad allergies, and during fall and spring, we've got to put him on a Claritin every once in a while to kind of break all that up. Now, we don't like to use drugs if we don't have to, so we try to control the indoor air quality by using air purification and filtration and making sure we address humidity and things like that. But what do you do if you're traveling on an airplane, or you're working in an office, or even if you have an apartment building that you can't do anything about those things? There's a great little device out there, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been wearing it around my neck as I've been talking. It's this little guy right here. This is called the Fresh Air Personal, and it's by a company right here in the United States called Vollara. Now, what this does is it actually creates an exclusion zone around where you are breathing. That way, if a particle or something is trying to come at you, this technology will ionize the particle. In other words, it will drop it out of your breathing zone. Okay, now you may be thinking to yourself, it's a bunch of hogwash. I'm not wearing some white little device around my neck. That looks stupid. But if you pay attention to some of the statistics out there, the EPA says that indoor air pollution is among the top 5 environmental dangers to Americans. So that's a pretty big deal. The American College of Allergists says that 50% of all illness is either aggravated or directly caused by indoor air pollution. Okay, so those statistics are pretty alarming whenever you consider that most of us don't give a second thought to indoor air quality. So if you know somebody with a lot of allergies or asthma, or they seem sick all the time, why don't you tell them about this video, and maybe this little air purifier could do them some good when they're either at work or traveling on an airplane. By the way, have you ever thought about where that air comes from in an airplane? All they do is recycle the air through filters on an airplane. When's the last time they changed those filters? Do you think you might need some air filtration or some kind of protection around your breathing zone when you're sitting in between two people on an airplane, just to give you an example? So even if you got something like this just to travel on an airplane, it could save you from the flu or the virus or something like that that may be out there. So my name is Michael Church with crawlspaceninja.com, and down below I've got some information about this little guy that may help you make a better decision whether this is a good product for you or not. And also we've got an allergy guide down in our description below, so make sure you check that out and download that off our website. And I hope you make it a happy and blessed day, and thanks for watching.